Full time, full time. Bloody hell. Ah, uh, what can I say, people? That was a horrendous game of football, bruv. Honestly, that is an hour and a half of my life. I wish I could get back, man. I really wish I could get back, but the game is the game, bro. Like the only thing we can really talk about is how crap Liverpool were, man. Like honestly, because I don't know, United. What we created one chance with Hoyland. Hoyland missed that chance. If you want to make a name for yourself at clubs and you want to make a name for yourself in the league, that chance that falls to Rasmus Højlund, he has to take that, innit? Like, remember Martial's goal against Liverpool in his debut season and stuff like that. This is how you make your name. This is how you make your name in moments like that when your team's not played the well. When I say not played the best, we were rubbish, but we defended well, innit? When we're not creating anything, like I think we ended up having no corners today. We had no corners today, bruv. And I think they had 11, 12, 13 corners. So we're creating nothing, yeah? And you get that one chance. You're supposed to take it. Like, this is how you make your name. This is what separates players, man. And the lack of quality in both teams was very telling today, man. Because it's like, growing up watching United, if that chance falls to Van Nistelrooy, it's 1-0, innit? Like, it doesn't matter. And we go home 1-0, win at Anfield. Like Rasmus Højlund, for all the talk about he doesn't get service and all these other things, yeah, that was his chance to win the game for us, and he failed, and he continues to fail, and he continues to look like a useless waste of space. People would talk about his Champions League record and all these other things, but we're not in the Champions League no more. That was the one opportunity you had, and that was probably the closest thing to a clear-cut opportunity that anyone had in the game. Because as much as Liverpool had loads of the ball, loads of attempts, they would have had close to 30 attempts on goal. The best chance of the game fell to Rasmus Højlund, and he bottled it. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of people are going to forget that today because, yeah, cool, we were rubbish and that, but he could have won the game for us. Because Liverpool didn't look like winning today. They didn't look like winning today. They were absolute trash. And they're quite a trash football team. I'll be real, like it's one of them ones where they got exposed today for what they are. You know what I mean? Them man are energy merchants, bro. They're cardio merchants. That's what they do. They just try and pressure teams into making mistakes, and they need a million chances to score a goal. They don't have any clinical players. Mo Salah's legs have gone. They're gone. Man's been saying it anyway. I've never really been a fan of Mo Salah anyway. Like technically, he leaves a lot to be desired, innit? And he's a high volume player. He didn't get the space, and now he doesn't have the explosiveness that he used to have. He's got no football IQ, and he's not a killer, bro. He's not a killer. He don't have the technical ability to create something out of nothing, and Liverpool don't have any players that are technically good enough to create nothing out of nothing. United's low block today, it worked. It worked. They 30 attempts. If they had 3 on target, they had 3 on target. Anana's an absolute hospital case, bruv, and he had not much to do, bro. He was making his own problems trying to do Cruyff turns in the 6-yard box. Embarrassing game of football. Like legit, one of the worst games of football I've ever seen in my life. And Man United are not supposed to go to Anfield and make a game of it. Like that wouldn't have made any sense. People talk about injuries and all these other things, but let's face it, yeah, Bruno not playing today helped us because we had extra height in there with Scott McTominay defending Liverpool, spamming the ball in, because that's what they do. They get the ball to Trent and they just spam balls into the box. Get the ball to Salah, outside of the foot, spam balls into the box, and we dealt with it well. Varane man of the match. It's funny how the manager said tactically the reason why Varane doesn't play because of XYZ, but he's shown he's our best defender, and he was our best player on the pitch by a mile. Dallo actually played well today before he got sent off. Was trying to help us progress the ball out, even though we lost the ball pretty much immediately every time we got the ball. But defensively, Dallo was solid. Evans done all right as well, to be fair to him, and Kobe Mino was good. So I don't know. It's a weird game in a sense that it just showed me how bad Liverpool are because United didn't play football today. So it's difficult to really analyze United's performance because they didn't perform. Do you know what I'm saying? It was Varane defending. It wasn't even to say it was last-ditch defending and we were holding on. We weren't holding on. Liverpool have nothing. They have nothing. If you just sit in front of Liverpool and you say to them, yo, cool, figure this out. Pick the lock. Who's going to pick the lock? Sobo was pretty rubbish today. Endo is Endo. I don't know much about him. Didn't do nothing. Gakpo came on, done nothing. You're chasing a goal at Anfield and you take off Nunes and Diaz. Like, the most nonsensical substitutions I've ever seen in my life from Klopp. Like, it's weird because, like, they're going to say United didn't come to win, but United were never going to come to win. So if Klopp's going to come out and say United didn't try and play football, cool, we didn't try and play football, but you still couldn't beat us. This was honestly like watching the Logan Paul fight against Dylan Dennis, bruv. And it was just like, man, just out here, just not throwing no punches. We're not throwing no punches and you still couldn't knock us out. You didn't win the fight. You know, like that. This is just what it is. How can you not win a fight against someone that's not throwing punches? Because United didn't throw no punches today. And yet Liverpool couldn't land a glove on us. Like, it was an embarrassing performance from them. United did what they had to do. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I can't say that I'm looking at the game and there was too many United players that could come out with loads of credit. Like, Anthony had spells where he looked like he was trying to do something, but he's useless anyway. Rasmus Højlund looks like a big waste of money. Garnacho got hooked for Rashford, and to be fair, he could have got hooked off at half time because he was nowhere. Like, Trent Alexander was pocketing him, completely pocketing him. Kobe Mino looked like what we already know he is, solid footballer. Amrabat didn't have one of his best games, but he done all right. Scott McTominay was nowhere. Wore the captain's armband today. The real leader on the pitch was Raphael Varane. And it's an absolute slap on the face that the manager thinks that it's acceptable to give the armband to Scott. Especially now, looking at the performance that Varane put in, it shows who the real leaders are, the real experienced players. So, I don't want to see that again. This manager needs to get out of here. Because any manager that can give Scott the armband ahead of Raphael Varane, especially after the performance Varane put in today, he's got absolutely no respect for footballers, bro. He's got no respect for Varane, because that is one of the biggest disrespects that I've seen in football to this day. When you've got Scott McTominay captaining this team, he's a useless waste of space. And if the guy's not scoring goals, he's literally a waste of a player. He's a waste. So, yeah, it's just one of them games, guys. I can't even be real. Like, you have to spend more time on looking at what Liverpool couldn't do than what United actually did, because we didn't do anything. We didn't do nothing. Absolute poor game. Like, I don't know what the stats were in terms of shots on target for both teams or attempts, but I don't know. I feel like United had less than 6 attempts. If you had 6 attempts in 90 minutes, we done all right. I don't think we had that. And Liverpool would have had close to 30. And it made no difference. Absolute wasters, bro. Do you know what I mean? I had Liverpool down and I said, I think Liverpool can win the league, or they should win the league. But, bro, I can't lie. We just showed everyone how to play against them. We just showed everyone how to play against Liverpool. You turn up, let them have the football. They can't figure it out, mate. They got zero creativity in that team. It's the most one-dimensional football team I've seen in a long time. Especially a Liverpool team. Super one-dimensional. I see people saying that they were missing Thiago and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't know, mate. I don't know. They looked horrendous. So, I don't really know, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? People are saying, let's see what Arsenal do. But, bro, Arsenal are not going to turn up and stink the place out the way Man United did. They're not going to do that. So, it's going to be a completely different game of football. I think both teams will score in that game. So, it's difficult. Like people are saying, oh, like, for instance, is this a masterclass from the manager or whatever? It's not a masterclass. We've seen us with Jose come to Anfield, stink the place out, play very similarly, and get a 0-0. Because don't get it wrong, that's what we played for. And we've seen us come here with Oli and stink the place out as well. So I don't give the manager any credit for setting up 2 lines of 5 in front of Liverpool. All I can do is look at this Liverpool team and be like, yo, if you want to be champions, yeah, this is a Man United team that you have to beat at home. You have to beat them, bro. Because Man United weren't posing any threat whatsoever. So as much as I said that Liverpool are going to win the league, after watching them play like this today, maybe they don't have the creativity. Because if you're any other manager, you're looking at this Man United performance right now, and you're saying, right, we're going to Anfield. Cool, let them have the ball. Let's see if they can work us out. This Liverpool team's awful. Awful. Trent was just floating into space and spamming the ball into the box, nothing happening. Mo Salah looking dead. Whole team looking dead, bro. Can't even lie. Like, looking real dead. All the hype, I seen the Sobo hype and all that. Watch man today look dead. All these man look dead. Just what it is, just a bunch of cardio merchants. So, it just is what it is. Like, I don't know, man. My biggest regret is watching the game. It was awful, blood. I don't think we've learned anything about Man United today. And as for Liverpool, it's just like, maybe I learned something about Liverpool, that the football's still horrible to watch and they got no creativity. So I don't know. Overall, it was a disappointing game, man. Like, the build-up did not match the game whatsoever. It didn't match the performance from either teams. Klopp's going to come out and complain now and probably say they should have had a penalty. Like, I've seen handballs given that looked less of handballs than the Luke Shaw one. People are saying it came off his foot, yeah, but I've seen the Newcastle one came off the guy's thigh, off his chest and hit his arm, and it was still given. So the rule for what's a handball and what's not a handball is very, very sketchy, innit? Like, on another day, that handball gets given against Luke Shaw. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones. I think we probably got away with it, not getting the handball given away for us. But Liverpool didn't deserve a win. They were awful, innit? So them man have to hold that, bruv. Them man have to hold that. But man of the match for Varane, all this chat from the manager about tactics, why Varane didn't play at Man City and all of this. Manager's a clown. Now his life's on the line. He's playing Varane. He played Varane in the Champions League game and he was solid. And now he's played Varane against Liverpool and he was solid again. So man have to run their apologies for Raphael Varane, bruv. He's not finished. And he's still a valuable member of the defence. He has to play if he's fit. And it is what it is. And when Cass comes back, it's another player. Has to play when he's fit. I don't want to hear about age. I don't want to hear about legs gone and all that. These men have still got a lot to contribute. So if the manager's going to disrespect man, then the manager needs to get moved on. Simple as. Well, not even if. He needs to get moved on anyway. The guy's a scrub. This result doesn't prove anything. The Aston Villa game and the West Ham game are going to be more difficult than this game today. West Ham we should beat, but it's at West Ham, so it might be difficult. I don't know if the Aston Villa one's at Old Trafford or not, but still, Aston Villa are second in the league now. So, yeah, we're going to have more challenging games that we're expected to come out and play football. We can't play like this against West Ham. The fans won't have it. We can't play this way against Aston Villa. When Man United come out to play, you're going to see just how bad they are, because that front three that Man United started today, them man ain't scoring no goals. They're not scoring no goals. Garnacho's embarrassingly bad. People need to let go of the overhead kick now, bro. Finished baller, bro. Well, not even finished. He never started, to be fair. Rasmus Højlund, man, need to see if we can get our money back on the youth. And Anthony is just, I don't know, like I said, the Brazilian Kylie Minogue, bruv. Just spinning, innit? So, I don't know, bro. I don't know where the goals are going to come from for United. We can't go to everyone and park the bus like this, so you can't expect Man United to defend like this. And I think our goal difference still remains in the negatives. So, yeah, man, there's very little to be happy about today. But if you're a Liverpool fan, you're kicking yourself because you absolutely wasted a chance. I think they would have gone top of the league if they won today. You wasted a chance. So, bruv, the game is the game, but absolute snooze fest.